For sure. Hey, man, we here on episode 2.
Episode 2.
How I feel, bro?
Feel good,
It
man.
feel great. You know what I'm saying? We making moves.
Big moves.
The moves will never stop. We gonna be here to the top.
Never ever.
Hey, make sure y'all tune in. Never tune out to the Alston Lawson podcast. We on episode 2. You know, I want to give a big shout out. What's up?
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yeah, let me not forget that. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe because I know we got some people that is ghost watching. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need y'all, man. We really need y'all. So if y'all see us anywhere on your thread, make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because we come in with some juicy content. That's a weird way to put it.
Pause.
Big pause. You know what I'm saying? But hey, I want to give a big shout out to Mickey C on the Beach for going ahead and make that intro. You know what I'm saying? We are doing everything original. You know what I'm saying? You mess with the beat?
Oh, I love the beat.
Because I mess with the beat. I love that beat. And you know what I'm saying? And we're going to give another shout out to Swank Graphics that went ahead and made this logo for us. You know what I'm saying? They made it quick. They expedited the process. You know what I'm saying? 3-day turnaround.
And he was on point with it, too.
On point. Asking questions.
Needed, he was there.
He asking questions about how you want this to look, with your skin tone. Y'all want a hat on? I got you. You know what I'm saying? Any requests we gave him, he produced. So big shout out to Swank Graphics and Mickey C on the Beach. You know, hit him up if y'all need something. You know,
because he gonna hit you back.
He gonna hit you back in a snap. What you mean? But hey, today we talking about something crazy, bro. And I need everybody to listen closely. You know what I'm saying? We talking about some juicy stuff today. A lot of people not ready for it, bro.
They ain't ready.
They not ready because it's gonna get a little bit deep. You know, we was talking about the rap game. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about mental health, but we coming with a lot of juicy content. That's crazy. Pause. Man, but today's show we're gonna be talking about relationships, bro.
Relationships.
The pros, the cons. Even if it's not a relationship, what's the pros and cons of not being in a relationship? You feel me? But what you think? What you think is like the biggest thing that people miss in being in a relationship? You know what I'm saying?
They probably miss just being by themselves.
By themselves? So you talking about like they've been homebodies their whole life, or a single child? Not a single child, but a only child type shit?
Yeah.
Okay, so when they get in a relationship, they try to do things and be independent on their own and not rely on somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I feel like that started a lot of issues in relationship. I feel like that's why some relationships don't last.
Don't laugh.
And the only reason I say that is because you grew up by yourself. You know what I'm saying? Not by yourself, but your parents with you. Or if you in a single parent household, you just got them. Mm-hmm. But then you get in a relationship with somebody trying to take care of you. You really not going to want that assistance, bro.
You're not used to it.
You're not used to it. And that's male and female. A lot of people are independent, especially nowadays in 2023. Everybody got control over what they do, which is fine. But it's like a relationship is like a team effort. You feel me? And when I say that, there's a big controversy, bro. You heard about that 50-50 split?
Yeah, I heard about it.
How you feel about it?
I fought with it.
So you think that it's cool to split it 50-50 if you're in a relationship?
Yeah.
Under what grounds, though? Is this when y'all living together?
Yeah, we living together. I think it should be 50-50.
Okay, and what y'all...
Only to a certain extent. Like, when you got your personal things going on, like,
yeah.
You know, your own thing, like, you're trying to buy your own clothes.
For sure.
That's when you on your own.
Okay.
But if we doing stuff that pertain to utilities,
The clan.
Yeah, 50-50.
50-50. So that's rent. That's 50-50.
50-50.
What about utilities though? Y'all got to split that, right?
50-50. We both using the water.
For sure. Hey, I feel you on that.
We both turn the lights on off.
And females use water more. They be taking 30-minute showers unnecessary, bro.
Hour.
Even that. My thing is, it's like I'll take a shower, quick wash, you know what I'm saying? Wash the hair, wash the face, I'm gone. Females just be in there letting the water hit their back, you know what I'm saying? They just chilling. They don't got no care in the world. They just chilling, not knowing damn well they running up that water bill, boy. That shit be expensive as hell. But the shower felt great though.
It felt good.
It felt great. How you feeling, baby? Nah, I'm cool. Take less time in that shower. Next time I'll be happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get beat up, bro.
I'm gonna get beat up too, pal.
I'm gonna get beat up, bro. This is a very unsafe game. A very unsafe game. But it's cool because we here on the Alston Lawson podcast, we have no filter.
No filter.
You feel me? So it's like that. So back to that 50-50, bro. Why you think that is a necessity? Because me personally, I think 50-50 is cool and all, But you got to think of scenarios about, like, let's say you in a relationship for a decent amount of time, right? Y'all living together, y'all established. You feel me?
Yeah.
Let's say somebody get a hardship. Let's say I fall out, I get fired, I get laid off, and she's still working. Am I still paying 50-50? Should she leave me because I'm a deadbeat? I don't got no job.
Well, if I get laid off, I gotta go get it. Then I gotta do it by any means.
By any means, because that's a thing. That's a big controversy because a lot of people, they be like, oh yeah, my man, he got fired. He just sitting at the crib. He not doing nothing. But I feel like there's a difference if he actually go out there and try to get another job. You feel me?
I'm gonna try and get another job. If it ain't gonna work.
So what you telling her when you get that job? You get that job and you're gonna be like, all right, yeah, we can keep it the same or we can go back to paying 50-50. Because at that point, that's your bread. She been paying for everything. You good? You gonna still help her out?
I'm gonna try and go get it.
I'm saying you got it though. You got the job. You feel me?
Job.
And then you get back. You know, you get back on your feet. You working, and then that bill hit. Is you paying half, or you gonna keep your bread? Toxic. I feel you though, but this is my thing, bro. Like, I feel like as men, we should help out. You know what I'm saying? A lot of females, they have the idea that we gotta take care of most. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't really believe in. But if you don't got it, I got you. Because I feel like I said, a team is a relationship. A relationship is a team, bro. You got to be a team player. If you ain't doing that, why are you in a relationship? It ain't no point. But 50-50 is a team too. It's really it's an argument that can really go both ways. But I personally, I picked the
50-50. I believe 50-50 make things just flow.
You think so?
I think it'll flow better. If it's
you don't think it's gonna start no arguments?
Why it should be an argument?
Because let's say you making more. Okay, you paying 50-50, but at the end of the day, when them bills is paid, you got more in your bank. She don't. So now she gonna want what you said, that personal stuff. Oh, I want some new shoes. Oh, I want to go get my nails did. And she don't got the bread for it, but you do because you making more. Is you still paying 50-50? Or what you doing? What I say? It's like that. It's like that. Hey,
but nah, though, like if she come to me ask me about some stuff, like,
yeah,
let me get this, let me get that. If I got it, B-ball, I'm gonna give it to her.
Okay, so you a provider. You can say so.
You can say that.
Yeah, for sure. You got to make sure she good. One thing I am like, when I'm up, bro, I make sure we both got it. If we want to go out,
vice versa.
You know what I'm saying? Vice versa. She should be doing the same thing. But shit, if I don't got it, shit, I don't got it. And it's like that. It's a real thing. People really out here thinking that all that stuff on Instagram, all just posting wherever they going, vacations and stuff. It ain't really like that, bro. Not everybody like do that.
25-8.
Nah, 25-8. Hell nah. It ain't. Man, people be making it seem like it's a great deal, but it's really not. Because I'm saying, there was a video I saw. It was like, you got the Instagram version of the picture of a location where they go on vacation, and then the real picture, dingy, bro.
That's just like that in a relationship.
That's how it is. You posting something on the gram, looking good, looking nice. In real life, dun dun dun.
Them lights about to get cut off.
The devil.
Them lights about to get cut off. Y'all arguing every day.
It's a flaw. It's a, what they call it, a flaw.
It's a flaw.
It's a flaw.
Be flogging.
Flogging. That's what I'm saying. Because my thing is, you can post. Anybody can post. You can make anything look good. You feel me? A picture, you can make, they speak 1,000 words.
But when you put that phone down,
downhill. Stop the brakes. Stop the brakes. It ain't really like that.
It's not like that.
So with that being said, 50-50, bro, who you think, like, what are the places in a relationship for a man and a woman? We talking about monogamous. You know what I'm saying? What are the places in that relationship? Where should the man be in his position, and where should the woman be in her position?
How I feel is that the man is the alpha.
For sure.
He's the one that's supposed to make sure everything okay. Like, if she crying, you supposed to be that shoulder.
For sure.
That's how it's supposed to be. That's what I think.
Okay. What about the woman, though?
The woman, I feel like she's the one that's supposed to make everything straight, you know, just cook, you know.
So when you say the alpha, that's him going out and working, right?
Yeah, like when you working, like he that worker.
Yeah, but would you let her work? Like, let's say you in a relationship where you think that I'm
like
the alpha.
if I'm up, I'm talking about we balling.
Yeah,
I'm talking about like we don't got to worry about money.
Right?
Nah, she don't got to work.
She don't got to work.
But boy, if we regular working middle class like regular folks, we both gotta go get something.
It gotta be like that, bro. It really do. And I think that if you in a regular class, middle class, let's say middle class, if you in middle class, I feel like both people should be working, because today's day and age, it's very hard to do it on your own. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's situations where people really can't get a job.
Yeah,
it's like animals live in a specific location because they got resources. It's hard if an animal is in an area where they don't have them resources, they gonna die. So if you're in an area where it's really not hiring, they not paying good, you really have no choice. You know what I'm saying? So that's when that alpha got to step in and take over.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like that 50-50, that's why I agree that 50-50 can't be a thing, because you get hardships, bro. But if both y'all up making bread, I feel like 50-50 should be good. If y'all making the same type of salary, you cool.
But what if y'all both up?
You good. I feel like
if it's both of you feel like it still don't.
See, that's where I feel like 50-50 would come into play. And hear me out, bro. This is my version of 50-50. All right, cool. So let's say we both up. We making the same amount of money. We up there. I take care of the bills, the car note, anything that we need to live. She gonna be taking care of everything for fun. You know what I'm saying? Because that saves more. I'm paying the money for the lights, the rent, the car, and she paying for vacations. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like that 50-50, instead of splitting the bill down the middle, I feel like one entity should take one whole program and the other one should take another program, bro, and just roll with it. I feel like that's a good 50-50 situation. But splitting the bills down the middle, if you up, yeah, you could do it, but I want to be in control of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be like, all right, I got my half. If you don't got your half, we arguing. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I take care of the food bill, and you do all the other stuff that we can do for fun, and we cool. I don't got to worry about waiting on you if you don't want to get the money, if you just don't got it. Let's have fun. I pay the rent, you pay for vacations, and we cool. You don't agree? Damn, it's like that, boy. It's like that. You can't do that? So I'm saying, like, if you paying for, let's say you paying for the vacations, you go on a vacation like once every 3 months. You feel me? But a nice vacation, because you stacking your bread to make sure y'all could do something nice while she paying the rent, and then y'all going overseas. Y'all having a good time, not just flying to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Well, we already in Florida, so nobody really like fly down there. We drive, but not like flying to Cali. You know what I'm saying?
In the perfect world, that would sound good, boy.
It would sound good. It do sound good. I'm telling you, that's a great idea, boy. I'm telling you, that's a great idea. You don't think so? Damn, that's just one thing we don't agree on. It's cool though. But what you think about the pros and cons of being single?
We gonna be the pros or the cons first?
Of being single? Give me the cons first. Let's build up to it.
Cons is nighttime. You lonely at night.
Okay.
Or unless you just all up in something every
night. You just out there.
But that go lead to nothing anyway.
Yeah, for sure.
That's one con. So
is that just from the perspective of someone that just don't want to be in a relationship?
And then it's just like you just don't. It's like when you single, it's just you never ain't gonna find like happiness. It's always just gonna be lust.
I feel like a person being single, yeah, that is a thing, because they just on a run. They always stuck to the same routine. They want to go out. They want to do stuff with different people. You know what I'm saying? And just have a different environment all the time. So I could say that's a con, but some people like that. I know one dude that just loves that. He said he don't want nothing but to mess around, and that's his life. It's people out there like that.
Because at one point in time, you go get older,
and you think you gonna miss your beat.
Yeah, you probably not gonna be the same. It probably might not. You might not feel the same when you get older.
Like I said,
how old he is when he said he around our age, or
let's say he stopped being single, want to settle down at like 40.
Oh, he out the game.
He out the game.
He out the game.
Hey, it's a lot of young women out there that be going for that though.
Mm-mm.
You don't think so?
You think so?
I know so. You ever heard of a sugar daddy? Come on now. That's a real thing.
I know that's a sugar daddy, yo.
Boy, what? Hell no. They be going for that though. But sometimes it might not be. She might be in that mode of that single person looking for lust. But sometimes they just play games so they can get that bread. Mm-hmm. But in the man point of view, he think that he getting some. You know what I'm saying? He's just gonna keep pursuing until he get to that point. Hey, I'll pay for this for you. What you need, baby girl? I got you. And then he's trying to pursue her. It might not even get there because she might skedaddle by the time that it really gonna happen. He missed his beat. You can't wait that long, bro. That's why a lot of men need to understand. Like, if you out there doing your own little thing, you need to realize you have a clock as well, like women do. Women got a clock, you know that, right?
Yeah.
When they hit a certain age, they can't bear children. It's going to be harder for them to bear children. They also go through the feelings, you know what I'm saying, that middle age crisis, you know what I'm saying? They don't think they look as good, you know what I'm saying? But you got to realize a lot of women, or a lot of younger people, they enjoy older women, you know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing with girls or females liking older men. It's the same thing. It's weird, but it's the same thing.
You right.
So I don't know. I feel like that's a good con. I feel like it's a good con. Being lonely at night, not really knowing when you're gonna settle down. That's a great con because that's how it is. That's literally what being single is. But what are the pros? What you think?
I feel like the pros is you free. You can do anything you want.
Okay.
You don't gotta worry about nothing.
Right. I ain't worried about none. You got that stigma going. You can do anything you want. Like you said, you free.
You can do anything you want.
Okay. So I mean, is that like the only pro though? Like, because I know if you single, yeah, you ready to mingle, but you really got your own space too.
You got your own space, yo. I see that too.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know? I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you know women do not know how to organize a sink? Have you ever seen a sink at a woman's place?
I'm trying to think.
If you haven't, I'm gonna just let you know this. Everything is all over the place, bro. There is no spot for anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? It be razors on the shelf. It be everything. There is no organization. But women are very organized. But when it comes to that, getting ready, makeup brushes all over the place, panties all over the place, hanging on the shower. You know what I'm saying? It's like that, bro. So I would say that is a pro to being single, that you have your own space, bro.
And then you don't got to worry about when you single.
Yeah.
You bound to make it on time on stuff.
Why you say that?
Like, picture if you in a relationship and you got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You bound to be late.
If you single?
Picture you in a relationship.
Yeah.
You trying to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You bound to be late.
Exactly. You want to know that sync thing, bro.
You bound to be late.
That unorganization. They be looking for shit. They don't know where it's at. They trying to get ready and get dressed, and they be late. And the thing is, men, we'll always tell them, hey, we got to be at the family reunion at 2 p.m. All right, cool. They start getting ready at like 9 a.m. Still be late, boy. Still be late. You're not safe. You are not safe in a relationship, bro. Like, I mean, you're safe in a relationship if you're taken care of. But time-wise, you're not safe. You're being late. God forbid you got a job interview and you only got one car. It's like, come on, babe. You're just driving me to the place. But you trying to get all these things in order. You trying to get the right pants, the right shirt. You want to make sure your hair done a certain way. Like, come on, man. You're getting in the car. You taking 10 steps to the car, driving a car, and coming back inside. That's all you're doing. Unless you plan on doing something different. If you're going to sit out there, cool. You supportive. But if you're going to go back to the crib and he going to have his homeboy pick him up or something like that, why are you getting all dressed up and ready? Are you got somewhere to go? What's going on? And these are things that people need to talk about in relationships. Where are you going? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that could get a little bit out of hand, bro. Because my thing is, I feel like if you're in a relationship, you would love to keep tabs on your significant other, but too much tabs, That'll stress a nigga out, bro. Boy, what?
So, do you believe in like sharing locations?
I mean, kinda, but not really.
I don't.
Cause it's my thing is it's like a trust thing. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't be doing nothing dirty, but it's like you need to start trusting me in order for you to understand why I had this off. Now, the pro to being or having your location shared is what if you get kidnapped, bro? I know I'm not getting kidnapped. And let me not say never, but
Never say
hell no. You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood. But you gotta trust me. If you can't trust me, why are we in a relationship? You know what I'm saying? My biggest thing is trust. You know what I'm saying? And how will you do that? If you keeping tabs on me, you still breathing down my throat like, where this nigga at? I still don't trust him. I can never gain that trust back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it could be to the point if you did some dirty shit, you can either leave that relationship, but if you choose to stay in that relationship, you need to repair it. Mm-hmm. I don't like that thing. I don't like it when people, they'll leave or something bad will happen in a relationship and they decide to stay with that person, but always keep the past in the present. You know what I'm saying? The past belongs in the past. The future, it is the future. It's unknown, but the present is now. So if you can't trust me now, what does the future hold? You know what I'm saying?
But it's like once you fuck up that one time, boy,
it's hard to recover. First-hand experience. It's very hard to recover. But if you choose to keep being in that situation, repair the situation. A dude needs to understand that he did something to mess up this situation. What does he need to do now?
Well, it be the ones that don't learn from they fuck up.
It be a lot of motherfuckers that don't be learning. It be a lot of motherfuckers, and then, I'm telling you, bro, they'll keep doing the same shit over. But what's messed up about that? They still with the same person that's done it over again. You know what I'm saying? So it comes a time where you got to trust that person. If you mess up all X, Y, and Z times, you got to trust that person for X, Y, and Z times they did something. That's a weird way to put it for me, but I feel like, you know, that's why it is. That's how I feel how it is. You gotta trust.
Or if you be single,
or you can be single. That is a pro to being single. That is a pro to being single. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. That is a very big pro. So yeah, man. Hey, I think whole time we got somebody that want to be on the podcast. You want to call them and see what they got to say? Get their point of view?
That'll be a good point of view.
Hey, might as well. Hey, we do things different here on the Alston Lawson podcast, bro.
Only on the Alston and Lawson podcast.
You did. There we go. You go ahead and call our caller for tonight on episode 2. Let's see what he got to say. What's going on? You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I can hear you clear.
Alright, my boy. Alright.
Alright, bro. So look, we got you here on the podcast, bro. We knew that you wanted to go ahead and give your input on these relationships and females, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, man. Look, we trying to stay monetized. You know what I'm saying? So don't go too crazy. Don't go too crazy now, cause I know you. Alright, bro. So hey, check it out. Hey, what you think the pros and cons of being in a relationship is, bro?
The pros and cons of being in a relationship?
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it depends, my brother. Like, I mean, everything happens good and it's bad. It's good song. I prefer to stay by myself. Why? What are you referencing? What are you referencing it to?
Like, would you rather be single?
Like, you're gonna have kids.
Yeah. Like, what's the pros of being in that relationship? Let's say you're in a relationship and you got kids. What you think the pros and cons to that is?
I mean, it depends, right? I mean, if you have a good, strong woman, my boy, then you really in the clear. You know what I'm saying? But if you have a woman that just loves social media, then you know, you're raising your kids by yourself. Yeah, you can't have her on social media all day, right? I can't hear you.
You can't have her on social media all day, can you now?
No.
Yes, sir.
Any girl that's on social media 24/7.
24/7. So you
no relationship and that.
So you can't be with no Instagram model?
Me?
Yeah.
Too much attention, bro. Too much attention. Listen, I don't know, bro. The relationships are different. I'm an Old Testament kind of guy.
Okay.
I'm an Old Testament.
So what you mean by that?
Like, I'm a very old school, but I was very much old soul. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like to go places and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? If I don't like to go places, I feel like my woman shouldn't really like to go places. I say nothing wrong with a woman dressing nice and all those stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to the attention, you know what I'm saying? You're not trying to attract me, you're trying to attract somebody else.
Right, exactly. You supposed to be the breadwinner. You supposed to be the one getting all the attention. So what you dressing up doing all that for?
Yeah, facts.
Right.
Facts. Especially if you don't say, I don't like those stuff. You're not doing that stuff for me. Like me, I don't like the balls here, the lashes and all those. Those stuff don't attract me. But for some reason, that made women feel pretty.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you're living with me and I tell you that you're beautiful, but every day, you still have to wake up and put out makeup and lashes and all. You know what I'm saying? You're not trying to get my attention because I already told you, so I don't like those stuff.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So in the back of my mind, I feel like you're really trying to look for somebody else. So I don't even trust you. The trust already gone from here.
Right, for sure. Hey, and how you feel about 50-50, like splitting it down the middle, like bills and rent? How you feel about that?
Yo, okay, boom. But that was the conversation on Friday.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That was the conversation on Friday. So splitting bills 50-50, it's a what is that word? It's a case by case situation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's a case by case situation. Now, if me as a young black man, you know what I'm saying? I'm by 19. I had my first kid at 21.
Right.
And I have 7 kids. I had my first kid at 21. So when you have your first kid, you really don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying? Everybody say kids are expensive and all these things. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing, especially as a black man. You know what I'm saying? So if me now as a black man say I want to raise my kids or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to do this parenting thing with this woman. You know what I'm saying? And I'm young. I'm probably 19, 20, 21. You know what I'm saying? I'm probably barely making about 25, 30K a year. You know what I'm saying? So with the way how living expenses are, the person that I'm with, the person should have common sense. You know what I'm saying? To know, say, okay, if we're gonna move forward in this and move to a bigger project, we're gonna have to come together as a team, not in a competition, as a team. You're gonna have to put our money together. You know what I'm saying? We have to pay for these things together because we don't want no late bills. You know what I'm saying? If the man alone has to just pay for bills and he's not making more than 30K a year, you know what I'm saying? You have late bills. So
right.
If you have late bills, the both of you guys have bad credit.
For sure.
And if the both of you guys have bad credit, y'all can't get shit.
That at all.
At all.
Yeah, no.
The point of wanting to go out and go show out in the nighttime or go vacation wouldn't make any sense because to me, in my eyes, the point of living is to set a concrete foundation.
Right, for sure.
Which is house, land, and stuff like that. Stuff that you leave behind for your kids. Nothing that you live for matters. It's what you leave behind when you pass away.
It's that legacy. It's that legacy.
Facts in my eyes. So yes, if beginning, you know, you're like 20, 21, you know what I'm saying? You're just working, you know, you just got out of high school and stuff like that, you know, you might have a kid or two. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you and your woman should be going 50-50, if not 60-40 or 70-30. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys are trying to better yourselves into getting something bigger. You know what I'm saying? Now, as a black man, once you reach around 30 to your 40s and stuff, yes, at that time now you should be taking care of everything money-wise when it comes to the house because you are the leader of the house. No woman can come inside your house. Nobody can come inside your house and tell you nothing.
How to run your house.
You run your house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When you pay all your bills in your house, you run your house. You set your house accordingly. You raise your kids accordingly. You set the tone of your house. You know what I'm saying? Me now in my age at 30, I can't say, all right, boom, I'm going to take a woman on as a responsibility and then she had to go pay 50-50. You know,
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've already put myself in a bracket to where I can afford what I afford and be comfortable, you know what I'm saying? So any woman that come along now, you know what I'm saying, they'll just have to be comfortable in the setting that I've set because I can afford where I'm at, you know what I'm saying, accordingly. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Hey, so with that being said, would you rather have a street female or a bougie female?
Street female or a bougie female?
Yeah, would you rather have a street female or a bougie female to be in a relationship with?
Me personally, somebody probably, Lord hallelujah, probably somebody from the street because I need somebody down to earth. Because we gotta have poor days, you know.
For sure.
4 days. 4 days teach you a lot.
For sure.
4 days teach you a lot. And then again, with the bougie stuff, in mental health.
That's a big one.
If I can't afford something or I can't get something, my woman should know. Say, all right, boom. There's always tomorrow. There's always next year. There's always, you know what I'm saying? There's always another time to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If somebody's pressuring you or bothering you consistently, hey, I want to do this, I want to do it, or they're not happy because you're not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's the mental health for men. Men have feelings.
What we say on the last podcast.
Men do have.
Men have feelings.
Men have feelings.
For sure.
Men have feelings.
For sure.
When women do certain things, you know what I'm saying? They need to understand. Say, you're messing with a man's mental health. Free. Like a man will crash out free.
Alright, so I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so what's your expectation in a female? What's your expectation?
My expectation in women, Lord hallelujah.
I knew it was gonna be something crazy.
My expectation in women, to be honest, my expectation in women is to relax. I don't know, women won't relax nowadays. They tense. Listen, I say a woman can't be a woman. No, I lie. My thing is a woman can't want to be like a man and still be a woman at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Men think they still want to be a woman. So my expectation of a woman is to just relax.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Just relax. Quiet, humble. You know what I'm saying? No noise. You know what I'm saying? We all have peace. You know what I'm saying? My parents been together for over 30 odd years. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
If you know my likes and dislikes, why are we arguing? We shouldn't even have to have a conversation.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Again, we've been together for probably about more than a year or so. You know what I'm saying? It takes 30 days to build a habit. You know what I'm saying? So if you know my likes and dislikes, especially after a couple years of being together, why are we still having the same arguments over and over again? You know, it's supposed to be teamwork. It's supposed to be a team, not a competition. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
I feel like a lot of people are not understanding that nowadays. Everybody just wants to compete. Oh, well, I'm doing this. Or I don't know, I'm doing this. It shouldn't be like that. We should be one. We should be unison. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta move as a team.
Man, you set me to lead. If I tell you, say, okay, this is my plan, this is my thing. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be able to say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put my stuff to the side. I'm gonna be with my man, let my man do. You know what I'm saying? Once he gets his goal or whatever, of me supporting, then it's my turn. You know what I'm saying? Nobody want to take turns. Everybody want to reach the goal at the same time. Everybody want to reach their separate goal at the same time. There's no relationship that can work like that. None.
Okay. What you sipping on?
Me.
Taylor Port.
You a Taylor Port junkie?
Facts.
Yes, sir.
I don't know. Something wrong with Taylor Port. Taylor Port tastes good.
Taylor Port tastes good. I ain't never had it though. You gonna have to put me on, bro. He ain't probably here.
Man, Teleport and Hennessy, man. Teleport and Hennessy, good. Yes, sir.
You be mixing them?
Yeah, man. You mix the wine with the hard liquor.
You freaky.
That's a freaky ass drink.
Your freaky ass.
That's
Hell nah. Look at him. Look.
Good.
Well, shit. Hey, man. We do appreciate you coming on here for real, bro. We running at like 50 minutes right now. You know what I'm saying?
No problem.
So we gonna have to give it a wrap, but hey.
I'm calling for anything. I'm trying to pull up live. Yes, them boys can see.
Hey.
I'm looking boys in the eyes.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's what we need. We gonna be working towards it, bro. We gonna be working towards it. For sure.
Hey, y'all be good, man.
All right, likewise. Appreciate it, bro.
All right.
Cool. Hey, he came in with some deep information.
Deep information for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That and then you can tell he a Jamaican. So
he from the island.
He from the island
for sure.
So he came in from a Jamaican
standpoint. Like he said, he Old Testament.
Yeah, Old Testament. So, he heavy on tradition.
And I could rock with that though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just know nowadays it's very hard.
It's hard to find tradition in this generation.
Exactly. And if you find a traditional woman, good job. But I know you look hard.
You look real hard for that one.
Because it ain't easy. It ain't easy. Especially 2023. Especially 2023. What we got? Social media. Really not gonna find no traditional woman. But you do. If you do, you do. It's a good thing. Hey, from his wisdom, he said he was 30 years old. Or he 30 years old. He got wisdom, bro. I'm not saying he might have all the wisdom, but
he's there.
From his point of view, at the point of his life, I can understand a lot of what he was saying. You know what I'm saying? You got to work towards your goals. You know what I'm saying? So if you with somebody that don't want to support your goals, where you really at? You know what I'm saying? If I can't ask you to come and help me for what I need, what are we doing?
Why I need you?
Exactly. I don't need you. This is supposed to be a team effort. If we're not working as a team, why do I need you? For sure. That's a real thing.
Real thing. Well, he had said 2 eyes better than one.
2 eyes is better than one, bro. 2 eyes. That man, he's a character, bro.
Oh yeah.
I thought he was gonna go in, but he kept it professional, bro.
Very professional.
He kept it professional, and I can respect that. You know what I'm saying? But if he come on live like he said he want to, I think that's a different story.
Lord, no.
I think that's a different story, bro. Shoot. But hey, man, that's a decent little episode. You know what I'm saying? We getting into the nitty gritty.
Yeah.
Episode 1, you know, we just starting off, letting people know what we about. But episode 2, we coming in speaking about relationships, how people really feel. We want people to indulge, you know what I'm saying, to understand different viewpoints. Now, I know y'all gonna say there's a lot of podcasts out there that's talking about relationships, but we Alston Lawson. We different, bro. We different. We don't got nothing to hide, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. I appreciate you coming here today, bro.
Yes, sir.
For real. Nah, that's not it. We still going. This is the start of the Alston Lawson podcast. You know what's up.